Okay, hi guys. If you see us change colors throughout the video, we're tanning. just saying. And if I look stupid while I'm looking down at the iPad, it's because I'm coloring something.
Yes.
Because whenever I have our iPad, I feel like an iPad. Turn it more towards me.
Every time you travel, you get severe food poisoning.
Hello? That sounds like a mix of our voices, and I don't like it.
So if you're there for like a week, like even if I travel to
It's the Caligula sisters.
I don't watch them.
You should. I love them so much.
Well, I'm very aware. Is there ways like I can just color in one area? Like if I just want to color this area without it getting out of the lines, am I able to do that?
I feel like you'd have to sketch it out or like trace over it and then.
I'm doing all that.
Oh, okay. Anywho, today me and Camryn are gonna do, what is that, our icks or like things that just like piss us off.
Yeah.
And then Camryn's gonna have her crash out.
Because I need to crash out so bad, it's not even funny.
So one thing that really pisses me off is JoJo Siwa.
Hello? That's so real.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Slow walkers.
Yes.
Bro, like, I don't need you walking all nonchalant in the goddamn hallway. Walk!
Like, go! Oh, the wind. Oh, this is gonna be a good episode.
Yeah. But no, I hate slow walkers. Like,
You do not with a passion.
You do not need to take 7 to 8 business days to walk.
Like, if I'm walking slow, push the Exactly. Like, I don't care. Push me.
You say that now.
Yeah, I'll probably yell at you if you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
If I'm walking slow.
Oh. Whoops. Anyhow. What are your icks, Camryn?
Oh, I have a lot of them. First of them is people that gulp really loud. If you could hear this,
No, because like sometimes I don't even mean to do it.
You're just drinking really hard.
Yeah.
Like you're getting into that.
I want to be hydrated.
I'm constantly dehydrated.
Yeah.
It's like unhealthy.
I don't know why you're always dehydrated, but
because I don't drink a lot of water.
I think
for the
you
most
should.
Part, I drink Gatorade and milk.
That is not good for you, Camryn. The milk, maybe, most likely.
Yeah, milk hydrates you more.
I know.
Milk hydrates better than water. I keep seeing that ad on Snapchat.
The f is that? What plant is this? I don't even know what that is. I don't even remember getting that. Okay.
Is this did you steal that?
No.
Okay.
No, because earlier I was stealing some people's things
in Girl Garden. They don't know you're playing, sweetie. You have to specify.
I know. Oopsies. Oh, it's a high fruit.
Oh, I have one of those. I have one of those, but mine's a tree.
Yeah, mine's a tree too.
I thought you were talking about that flower. That pink flower. This is all I have so far. I have a vision.
Okay.
I have a vision. We're going wine red. We're
okay.
Maroonish.
Anywho.
Another one of my icks is people who make social media their entire personality.
Oh.
Like, I know I'm on social media a lot, but I'm not sitting here saying, skibbity toilet!
Oh,
Shut
okay.
Oh, kill yourself. Disrespectfully.
Yeah.
Like, like, chronically online people.
Yeah, or like brain rotted people.
Yes.
Bro, I hate that. Oh.
Like, please, like, shut the I don't care how old you are. It's immature.
I was on Omi TV earlier, and like this kid asked me what my Discord age was, so I said like 130, cause like I
What the
thought
f-
no, like I wasn't even trying to like be. I didn't even know what he was talking about at first, so I just said that, and then he was like, "Oh, you understood that?" I was like, "Yeah."
Did you look it up after? Oh fuck. Let's see if Siri knows.
But I think it's like I think he was talking about your age or something.
Hey Siri. What is a Discord age? Sorry, she's a little slow.
Okay, sweetie.
The answer I found is 26 years.
No, I didn't want the actual age of Discord. So Discord was founded in 1999? Jesus.
Sorry. Do we got anything else that like?
I want to have a crash out, bro.
Okay,
I want to have my crash out.
have your crash out.
Okay, so it's Camryn crash out time. Guys.
You already know the drill, bitch. Buckle up and let's bust through a windshield. I don't listen to myself speak
Yeah, clearly.
because it's me. Okay, have your crash out.
Okay. So
Please don't say names.
Oh, I'm going to. I want people to know who it is. I'm saying first and last.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so back in March of obviously this year,
Obviously.
I was dating this one boy, right? You know, it's a relationship that isn't gonna last long, obviously. I didn't really think too much of it, you know? But we started having like a lot of arguments. He starts blaming me for all of his issues and all of our relationship issues. I have to burp really bad. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
You go, girl.
So, obviously, we break up. And Malia, I'm not going to specify exactly what he did to me after that breakup. Because, you know, I don't,
thank you.
yeah, I don't want that information out there.
Oh, thank you.
But it was very bad. What he did to me after we broke up was horrible to do to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't really thought much of it. I didn't think that something like that would ever happen to me, and it did. And obviously, I get a little bit of it is my fault. I will admit that. But I didn't go as low as he did.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, for a little bit, we stopped talking. Like, but he's constantly still viewing my profile on TikTok, right? And
Sorry.
And he's like watching them. He's liking them. He's favoriting them. So I messaged him on Snapchat. I'm like, hey, I can just see your activity on my account. What are you doing? He was like, oh, nothing. I'm just, watching. And I was like, but you're favoriting them. He's like, it's an accident. So were you.
So, favoriting your multiple times.
And not unfavoriting
Accident.
Totally accident. Like, I accidentally favorite things, and then I unfavored them.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, yeah, okay.
Like, people do that all the time. I get the notification that people do, but there's no favorites. I get that all the time. It happens to me. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. But then, for a little bit, I start like missing him. Can you shut up? I start missing like how when he was nice to me. When he was, it wasn't very often, but when he was.
Oh, I was about to burp. I'm so sorry.
Get a refund.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's insane.
Tell me about it.
Anyways.
Sorry, Girl Garden.
Yeah.
Continue.
So I texted him and was like, hey, how you been? He's like, I've been good. I was like, oh, that's nice. I just want, like, I've been missing you a little bit. I was just wondering if you wanted to talk as friends, nothing else. Like, I just want to be able to have some sort of connection with you. And he's like, sure. So we start talking a little bit, and this part is more recent. This is like last week. I sent the screenshots of the TikTok messages in the group chat, but you didn't look at them, so do not look at me like that.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I see and don't see. Loki.
Anyways.
Oh, okay.
So we started talking, and I was like, you know what, I low-key kind of miss you, and you were nice to me. He was like, oh, that's nice. I kind of miss you too. I was like, oh shit. But then he was like, but we can't be together. I said, yeah, I'm very aware of that. I'm never getting back together with you after what you did to me. He was like, yeah, I understand that. We're talking a bit more. And then all of a sudden, I go off, about to go to bed, but I'm on Roblox. He texts me, good night, Camryn, I love you. And then unadds me.
You didn't tell me that, I don't think. Or else I
probably didn't, but
I don't think you did.
I think I still have the message.
What?
Yeah.
Ew.
So, and after I look at this, I will read the screenshots out loud.
Oh.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. This camera, but still in doubt. Yeah, okay.
And then he unadded me. So.
Ew.
And, okay, I'm gonna pause the recording for a little bit so I can catch my breath.
Okay.
Okay. So, since he unadded me on Snap, I messaged him on TikTok. I said, you know, I just wanted to talk to you, but you never listened. He said, listen to what, Camryn? I said, listen to how I feel. I tried communicating and I tried to talk to you. I listened when you were saying you can't love me if you hate yourself, but honestly, at some point, I had to do that. I had to keep loving you when I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. He said, you don't love me. You are addicted to me. I said, but if I told you that I do, you wouldn't believe me. He said, who you want me to be? Didn't make any sense. I said, I want you to be you and not anything else. I never wanted you to be anything else. He said, I'm not going to date you, Camryn. That is not happening. I said, that's not what I wanted out of this. He said, and what do you want? I said, I can't tell you what I wanted if I don't want it anymore. He said, what a split decision. You never did want me, like I said. I said, I truly only wanted to feel the way I used to with you, but both of us know it was going to happen again. He said, I knew that. I replied to his message of him saying, you never did want me. I said, I did, and sometimes I still do, but you make it impossible to keep that state of mind. He said, you didn't. I said, well, maybe if you hadn't told me you loved me and then unadded me, I wouldn't have been deceived. He said, I did that on purpose. Calculated move. It was to get to this conversation and see what you actually wanted. And it seems I was never wrong. We will not be together. Not now. Not ever. I said, again, I don't want that.
Bro does not like
so then
understand.
I was right. And you don't love me. You are addicted to me. That's all I needed to hear. I said, I don't love you the way I did, Alex. You know I stopped after what you did to me. And it seems to me that you're still that piece of shit you were on March 19th. That's the day it happened. He said, LOL, you remember the date? I said, it was one of the worst days of my life, Alex. It's engraved in my heart and my mind. He said, was it? You must not have learned if you tried again. Clocked me. I cannot tell a lie. That was funny. I giggled. And I replied to him saying, was it? I said, yes, it was. And I replied to him saying, you must have not have learned if you tried again. I said, I'm not a fast learner. He said, obviously. I said, clearly you aren't either. He said, and what makes you think that? I said, do you really think I didn't know? He said, didn't know about what? I said, I knew what you were doing to me. I've known it since we were together. You manipulated me into thinking that I was the problem. You made everything about yourself. You ignored me when I needed you. You dragged me down and you lied to me. He said, obviously you didn't know because that was an act. What are you on about?
Bro.
And okay, I'm okay, so the second message, I'm going to say one message from him and then another one. That is when he twisted the knife. So I said, I really did, Alex. I've grown up with a father who is as ignorant as you. He said, you still don't understand. I said, and I still stayed. I continued to let me drag you down like you did. He said, I can't be ignorant if I never liked you to begin with.
No, he did not.
You know, on my TikToks, I was like, oh, he didn't love me. He didn't even like me. I will be making a TikTok with that sound, with his name in the caption.
Ooh. Clock it.
So he said, so you knew nothing. I liked you for a week. He was like, is that all you have to say? I said, I have so much more to say about the way you treated me, both good and bad. He said, so say it, because this is the last time I'm talking to you. I said, the good way you made me feel didn't last long. You hardly made me feel like you loved me or wanted me, but I stayed. And I kept staying. I trusted you, I loved you, and I really shouldn't have. For months, I couldn't stand seeing myself. He said, well, if it makes you feel better, you are the only person I ever did that to. Shut the up, you little wiener bitch. I said, you truly hurt me, and I've noticed how selfish you are. You never cared about me. You never even liked me. You used me for your own feelings, your own quote-unquote joy. You ruined me to make yourself feel better and only apologize when you got in trouble. You're not sorry, and you never were.
And you know you weren't.
He said, a certain part I was sorry for. I said, honestly, I don't believe that. He said, but I was sorry for a part until you kept dragging it. I said, you know what? I am dragging it, and I don't give a f***. You genuinely scarred me in a way I prayed to be protected from. He said, we are really going in a loop here. It won't end if you don't let it. I've let it go, but you can't. I said, I can't let something like this end when it's had this big of an impact on me. He said, so you'd rather let it last forever? For what? I said, it's going to last forever no matter what. It shows since I've dragged it this far. He said, not really. You're just dragging it. Simple as that. Not even a single person wants it to still drag on. Not a single person wants you alive. I said, you don't know how I feel, Alex, and you'll never know because you don't care. He said, I don't care anymore. That's the thing. I said, obviously. He said, then let go. You always say how obvious shit is, then understand it. I said, well, my bad? He said, you had 2 other boyfriends and you still can't let me go. I said, and he was like, and stop. I said, I think you need to stop. You need to stop being so selfish and careless. You genuinely only care about how something makes you feel, and it shows. You're immature, ignorant, and arrogant, and you're a piece of I let you ruin my life, and at what cost? He said, they were bad too, like referring to my ex-boyfriends. I said, because none of them hurt me this bad. He said, it's middle school. Did you forget that? We are all immature and careless, yet you still did this. At your big age, you're bleeping people. At your big age, you're being selfish. He said, I'm 14, Swim. And then when me and him were texting on Snapchat, he was like, nobody understands me. So I put that in quotes. Nobody understands me. Good! I'm not sure anybody would want to know what's going on inside of that massive cranium because for all we know, it's radioactive. I'm 14, okay? Me too. Yeah, I didn't bleep anybody. I'm not as selfish as you. Because you don't care about how you affect other people. He said, that's not selfish. I said, are you a retard? He said, yes. Anyways. And it made me laugh. And then one of my closest friends, Michelle, wrote him a whole ass paragraph.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Am I crazy? Okay.
I heard it too.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to read this out loud. Her age here. I'm not going to say her age out loud. Because, I don't want people to know that. But it's not 14.
Wait, what? Okay.
Yeah, just so you know that. I don't want them to know her age.
Yeah.
Blank-year-old here. Why are you being so immature and cold to a girl that literally loved you more than anyone, more than your own family? Why do you choose not to let people in? You're not helping yourself, you're not cool, and you're sure as hell not to the maturity level of 14 or anywhere near. She loved you so much. I think Cam genuinely wanted to spend at least most of high school with you, and what do? You break her heart. You don't care. You never did. What was the point of getting with her if you never loved her or even liked her? If you never wanted her to care? You could have rejected her and moved on. This wouldn't be happening if it did, but you just had to use her for your own little joy and games, which did more damage than you can imagine. If you keep this act up when you're an adult, there will be serious consequences. You don't have a concept of empathy or other people's emotions, and that's genuinely not okay. You need to seek professional help. I deal with a lot of too, but I don't go this low. I don't blank other people's blank for fun. I don't play people. I don't play people. I don't act like I care just to say I never did. It genuinely hurts when someone says that. I genuinely hope you seek help because this is and was not okay in any way, shape, or form. He said, okay, maybe you are right, and I do need help, but where? Where could I possibly get help? And then he blocked me before I could respond. I know where you can get some help. A mental hospital. I've been.
Oh.
I'm better. I wish I could say the same for you. Because you
Oh no. Oh shit. Oh. Continue.
you are still as low as you were. You still as low as you will ever be. You're going to be this way for life. You're a drug addict at 14 years old, and that's your mom's fault too. Your mom can suck a dick. Your mom hates me. She hates me. Well, it's okay. My parents hate you too. My whole family does. She hates you. All of my friends hate you. People I'm not friends with anymore hate you. People that defended me, I had so many people on my side. They genuinely did not give two about me, but they gave a what you did to me and how you made me feel, which is something big because you're the one who did this to me. But yeah, you didn't care how you made me feel.
Okay, Bard.
I fought for you. I dragged for you. I dragged it, ruining our relationship, for ruining the concept of my name. And what did you do? Oh, you didn't do shit. You didn't thank me. Your girlfriend at the time thanked me. And guess what? I got with the after. She's one of my best friends now. She don't talk to you. You wanna know why she broke up with you? Because she wanted me. She didn't want to be with a loser like you. She didn't want to be with a freak. She didn't want to be with somebody who looks like that, who can't even see because their hair is in their eyes, who only has one piercing on one ear. I'm sorry. I know you're trying to look edgy. You just look like you should drive off the edge of a cliff. I can guarantee. I think I've said this to Malia before, but this is one of my favorite things to say. Your mother is as loose as shoelaces in a preschool. Her coochie wide open like Bonnie Blue. That's why she got so many kids. Ain't none of them know their daddy. And they had multiple, but they're gone now. Maybe that's a good thing. They didn't want to be around you. I bet your entire family is like this. Because if you're like this, you cannot be the only one. And that's obvious. You cannot be the only person in your family who's a piece of shit. Do you agree?
I agree because there's always one person
For everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's your mom. She buys you drugs, buys you weed. I'm about to name drop. Alex, I'm saying this. I don't care if I get in trouble. Because the shit I have against him is absolutely insane. Even the vice principal of our grade, absolutely, like, she didn't really like me.
Oh, she did not.
She did not like me at all.
She did not like her.
But when I tell you, she was the sweetest person to me whenever you did that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
She could be sweet?
Yeah. There was a time I cried in her office for an entire class period because of you. Whenever I walked out of 6th period and I had this girl that I used to be best friends with, I had her come up to me and somebody I didn't know. They said, Camryn, he did this to you. I might cry. This is like very emotional for me. I'm getting into it.
It's okay.
She came up to me. She said, Camryn, he did this to you. I said, no, you're joking. She said, no, he did it. He's in the office right now. I said, there's no fuck. This is true. I said, there's no way. People from his class came running up to me, laughing at me, making comments on me.
You didn't tell me that part.
Well, it was embarrassing. It was really embarrassing. Not a lot of people know that because it was so embarrassing. I gave her the biggest hug. I genuinely cried for a little bit on the bus home. As soon as I got home, I told my dad. I told my sister. And when my mom got home, she had gotten a call from the school. She was like, hey, we need to tell you about this. My mom calls me downstairs. I have a whole big talk with my entire family. And I don't think I've ever seen my mom cry. Like I've seen her cry. I've seen her cry hard, soft. This was kind of in between because her daughter had gone through something like this because of a stupid boy. And it was genuinely devastating. Like, I know grief is a feeling you feel about losing something. I felt grief about losing my confidence. I lost my confidence. I lost my state of mind. I lost my good self-image. I lost all of my self-worth because of you. I couldn't look at myself for like a month.
Do you want to take a breather?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
Hey, that's the exact same space I have my beanstalk into.
Hello?
Is that like the back corner?
Yeah. Like,
Like
back,
the left side?
left? Yeah.
That's what my beanstalk. Anyways.
Okay, this is bad crazy. What
Can
the
you
fuck?
shut up?
Oh, my bad.
But like, genuinely, the shit you did to me, Alex, is fuck.
His existence is fun.
It is. His whole family is. It's you have to collect the honey first.
I know.
And collect honey.
I did.
So one of my other exes that he was referring to. Mid crush, I was insane.
That sounded wet too, Camryn.
They put blood in my butt cheeks.
That's real. That's real.
Exactly. Anyways, he was so supportive about all this. I said, "You're literally almost at his level.
Oh,
Shut your big ass trap."
that's horrible.
You both begged.
For the same thing. So
You
shut
both called me mommy. You both asked me for permission to touch.
Okay, can I cut that out, please?
Yes, you can cut that out. Oh, holy shit. Like, you need Jesus, Alex. You need Jesus.
All of your boyfriends need Jesus.
No, literally.
Because my
Please
God.
get the f away from me. Anyways, guys, that was my crash out. Hope y'all enjoyed. Because I definitely did.
I hope you guys enjoyed, because I know I did.
Country.
Country girl, shake it for me,
Country boy, I love you. Okay, so I assume you have not seen that vine.
I probably don't want to.
No, it's not that bad. It's just like this background going, country boy, I love you. Why are you recording again? I didn't consent to this. I said play some country music and you're recording again.
Trust?
So where's the country music?